Race 8 in the championship in the West. Whincup and Bright, turn 1. Who can make the jump? Bright gets a good initial bite. Alex Davison makes a stormer. Slots to the inside. That's massive. Oh, the slots on the grid. He was stalled on the grid and has been hit from behind.
That's
and Carl's moving, trying to get out of this car quickly. He's out of the car. That's good to see, because that has taken a massive hit from behind. The race is red flagged. And there's another car involved behind. It's really hard to pick up.
It's a Kelly car, I think.
Yeah, it was a black Commodore by the looks of things. It's hard to see.
I think it's Todd Kelly's car.
He was starting right down the back.
And the danger here, we're going to have a look at a replay to try and unravel what's gone on. Look back in the pack, Carl stopped. Oh man. And Dave Reynolds pulled out of the way. Owen completely unsighted. He had no chance.
He had nowhere to go, did he?
And that's just punched straight into the fuel cell. It's split the cell. The fuel's been ignited, but there's a whole lot of electrical apparatus in the back of the cars. There's fuel pumps in there. There's power and batteries and things in there. And I don't think I've ever seen anything quite as ferocious on a start line in terms of front to rear impact. That has devastated that car. That car will be just about over and out, I'd say.
I totally agree. I've never seen an impact as heavy as that on a start line anywhere.
And there's really not much you can do about it. It does say the next generation of car that will put the fuel cell further forward is a great concept. And roll on, because really these start line incidents, to me, they're one of the last frontiers of real danger in our sport.
I totally agree, Larko, and for the car of the future, the fuel cell will be located in front of the rear axle centre line instead of the fuel cell being behind that, which you see that there. As soon as that car was impacted, it immediately burst into flames. As Neil said, an absolutely massive collision. And I reckon you're right, it'd be pretty close to 150k when Steve Owen has just run straight into the back of Carl Reindler.
And spare a thought for Steve Owen, because the impact for him and the bite that you get from the seat belts at that point of impact is really significant. So he'll be wounded as well, and you know, winded, it'll hurt. And look at, and this is what I was talking about before. You've got the fuel collector. You've got fuel pumps high and low pressure in there. Very often the battery's low and rearward in the car for weight distribution. So you've obviously got fuel and ignition sources separated under normal conditions, but when you have such an enormous impact, clearly the fuel gets away and things get broken. All you need is that arc of a spark and away you go.